Hey, hey, hey. How you guys doing? Back again talking with you guys about the book Rolling the Dice with Your Life. Uh, Rolling the Dice with Your Life. My new book. Um, if you're interested in getting the book, go to my Cash App, Rolling the Dice with. Okay, and it's all, how could you say, it's all together, no space between rolling the dice with. And then my email is kingdombiz190 at Yahoo. If you're interested in getting the book, I can give you one for 14, and if you're interested in getting two books, first one is 14, and second one is $21. Just hit my cash up and let me know you was interested in the book. My email kingdombiz190 at Yahoo. Just let me know. Send me an email. Let me know that you was interested in the book. Give me your address and I'll personally mail it to you, your P.O. box. But if you don't want to do that, you can always go to Amazon. But I have made one video about the first chapter, but I also wanted to give you guys something from the 10th chapter. The 10th chapter is talking about finding a good man, finding a good woman. So it just helps you, for looking for a spouse, looking for a mate, looking for your soulmate. Okay, so let's get off into it. Chapter 10: finding a good woman, finding a good man. It should have ended happily ever after. The groom was perfect, the bride was perfect, and God blessed the union. But it failed miserably. We all know this story, Adam and Eve. Okay, and God went to say, it is not good for the man to continue by himself. I am going to make a helper for him and a complement of him. Now God was forming from ground every wild beast of the field, every flying creature of the heavens, and he began bringing them into the man to see what he would call each one. Whatever the man would call it, each living soul, that was its name. So the man was calling the names of all the domestic animals and the flying creatures of heaven and every wild beast of the field. But for man there was found no helper as the complement of him, as God has deep sleep fall upon the man. And while he was sleeping, he took one of his ribs and then closed up the flesh over his place, and God proceeded to build the rib that he had taken from the man into the woman and bring her into the man. Then the man said, okay, that's page 55. This is less bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh. All right. When we be called woman, for man, this is one was taken. That is why a man will leave his father and his mother, and he must stick to his wife, and they must become one flesh. If their perfect beginning fail, what will help a man and a woman succeed if there is no hope? If you think about it, there is probably more written about love than almost any other subject. God good literature, bad literature, fiction, nonfiction, you name it. And there is a hopeful love story. Romeo, Juliet, Anthony and Cleopatra, Samson and Delilah are all fabulous and memorable tales. Unfortunately, not one or either fictional or historical love story turned out well. Nobody lived happily ever after. Is this true? Love just is true. Love is just a fantasy. Many of us have been fooled. We have been led to believe that the Hollywood view of love accurate is accurate. In most model stories, boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy regains girl. The formula works in CDs, books, movies. But Hollywood's purpose primarily is to entertain and not to educate. The highest grossing movies like Avatar, Titanic, Star Trek are blends of fantasy and romance made primarily to bring in the money. Sadly, though, for young and old folk, it is easy to confuse such fiction with reality. We are left holding the bag. We are disappointed when our relations do not match those of fictional characters of the screen in the romance novel. So, how can we distinguish between fantasy and reality, between media and romance and genuine love? The answer is not in the internet. It's not in the internet. Google loves our relationships in the internet, and you have flooded a numerous websites claiming to answer all your questions on how to find love. Some promise you incredible secrets from the matchmaking professional, relationship experts, and love doctors, and the claims are incredible. One of the most ridiculous claims states in 90 minutes or less you can find everlasting love, moreover none. Is this expert knowledge for free? The advice comes at a price. Most of us who fall the council pay twice for the cost of the book or the seminar, readily offered in a variety of payment forms. Second, if the guidance turns out to the worthless, and it might we pay an emotional tax when things don't work out as we expected. Dr. Kevin Lehman writes, there are ancient books that contains a description of love. The book is nearly 2,000 years old, but it's still the best description of love I ever read. Those words are written by the Apostle Paul or are found in the Greek scriptures or Corinthians. Love is long suffering and kind. Love is not jealous. It does not brag, does not get puffed up, does not behave indecently, does not look for its own interests, does not become provoked. It does not keep account of injury. It does not rejoice over unrighteousness, but rejoices with truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. Most often used in marriage ceremony, these words are not referred to erotic love between a man and woman. Instead, they are describing principle of love and agape love, the kinds that describe God as God is love. These words are simple and yet profound. There is no clouding of the truth, unlike what exists of the internet. There are no wild promises or guarantees, though it was written long ago. This counsel is never outdated. No matter what our circumstance or background, these words reach us what we need to know about love, and the counsel is free. This does counsel guarantee true love? No, but it identifies the qualities we can expect if we find our own true love. Is there a soul made for each of us? The answer is unclear, since each of us may have physical, emotional preference, but there is enough human variety to satisfy each and every one of us. Genuine love is by choice, and like faith, has a firm foundation. Are you thinking about a relationship, either about possible future marriage or about that relationship you are in now? Okay, that was finding a good man and finding a good woman. Okay, it's out of the book Rolling the Dice with Your Life. I think I read, what, 2 pages? I think I'm going to come back and read more to you guys about finding a good man. Well, I just say finding a spouse. Until then, until next time, be blessed and pick up the book Rolling the Dice with Your Life. Thank you. Take care.